Here we go, chat. It's Tweasure Mep Tyme. It's everyone's favorite time of the month. It's Tweasure Mep Tyme. Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back for another OPTC video. And in today's video, the film Red Treasure Map. I should put them over there. The film Treasure Map Sugo Fest. What am I talking about? The film Red Treasure Map's live. I literally just said it's Treasure Map time. Like, bruh, I'm bugging. The New World League has the big old film red flag. That is New World. Just gotta double check, you know. Just gotta make sure that we are in the New World. If you can be in the New World, do the New World. Because you really want to get as many drops as possible. And the New World has the most drops on the map. Now, look at this beautiful map. It's obviously got something to do with Film Red. I have not seen the movie. I'm still waiting for it to come to cinemas in Australia. I don't really want to watch a pirated copy or anything like that. Let's have a look at this beautiful map. Oh, we got the Uta stage. Nice. Alright, let's find the bento. The bento's over there. And you've got the musical treble clef. That's really cool. It's a treble clef. That's super cool. Alright, well, let's get a move on. Let me know your thoughts and opinions of the map in the comment section. It is incredibly pretty. We are filming this over on, or recording this over on Twitch. If you guys want to join in the fun and be part of the streams. Look how much fun they're having. Everyone, tell YouTube how much fun that you're having, and tell them they should be here. Links in the description. Make sure to come over, hit me with a follow if you guys want to be here live for these stuff like live recordings, live summons, all that kind of stuff. Make sure to come over, hit me with a follow so you don't miss any of the streams. And if you're enjoying the video, belt the like button for me. And if you are new to the channel or you haven't done so already, hit that big red subscribe button for me. It helps your brother out. So let's take a look at SANJI. He is the intrusion fight. And obviously, with my intrusion fight, I am literally just bringing all points boosters, and then we're just going to bring a friend captain Zoro. So let's find our friend captain Zoro. Be mindful when you are searching for a friend captain. If you use the Bandai friend captain, it doesn't give you the boosted stats. So chat, if you are utilizing a friend captain that is Bandai, you are not going to get the extra boost for your treasure points. So be very careful when you are doing that. But we are bringing the full booster team. Not really much to talk about here besides the fact that Uta's buff doesn't actually buff your entire squad here. Uta will only buff cerebrals and strikers. So be very mindful of that when you are doing your teams. However, Jinbei and Frankie both give 3 turns of a attack and an orb boost. As you guys can actually see right there, you'll actually get 3 turns of attack and orb boost. So you can actually use that to your advantage. However, if you use an attack and orb boost on turn 1, you just get slot steal for the first turn. However, if you use Uta's special, you actually do not trigger the interrupt. What Uta does is she actually gives you the turn progression buff, the Rockstar buff as I like to call it, and that's what gives you the attack and the orb buff. So make sure you guys are using Uta on turn 1 just to get around that. Fairly important that you do so. If you are bringing a friend Zoro, you can actually use Zoro here to get around the chain coefficient. You really actually wanted to use Jinbei on this particular turn. However, I was actually just showcasing like the 3 turns and like totally forgot about it. But nevertheless, we can sort of just tap through it, and we can use Chopper's carryover effect here to actually give us the buff. So we're just going to do that, but obviously I'm not going to do that for my runs. I just wanted to show you guys that Jinbei and Frankie both give you 3 turns. So you can use that before the Uta buff. So that way you're completely buffed and you will be absolutely hunky-dory. Once you do hit the final stage, you do lose your buffs actually. So that's actually something to note. I take it all back. Take it all back. Jinbei and Frankie don't work because you'll lose your buffs. So just be mindful of that. However, you can actually use, what's it called? You can actually use them on the final stage. Like, it's really not that big of a deal. So, like, if you don't want to use Uta at all, that's going to be absolutely hunky-dory as well. So, there you guys go. That's SANJI. Pretty straightforward. Pretty simple with the booster team. If you guys are trying the other team that I did with Carrot and Wonder Strats for turn 2, please let me know. If anyone's using it in chat, please let me know in the comment section below or in the chat right now. And let me know how it's going, because, like, I wasn't sure how much damage that was going to do moving forward. However, I do feel like it's going to do a lot in the early stages, so that's always going to be fun. So we're basically just going to blitz our way through the side here. I always like to go the bento box route. I would highly recommend you guys going the bento box route. So try and do that if you can. And with this map, it looks like we're actually going to be taking on 2 of the mini-bosses. Now, lots of people do like to run stuff like Buggy for the mini-bosses. And if you are sort of ranking, you probably want to go straight down the Hey Diddle Diddle and just go straight down the middle there. But for myself, I've come to the point now where I'd rather farm materials than actually farm rank. So I always want to go with a way of actually getting myself more drops. Now, the chopper fight was the one that is going to be the most annoying for most people. Mainly because they want you to use like 400 different specials. Now, for me, I'm actually going to be using Koala and a combination of Yamato and Ace Captain. Now, I am interested to see how this goes. I do see a lot of people using stuff like Neko and Inu for this particular fight. That's definitely an option. But they want you to bring like Jinbei, the Luffy, the Frankie, and just pop like a whole bunch of specials on this particular fight. For me, I'm honestly not about that. Like, it's just too many specials. It's way too many specials. We have supports to get around the paralysis. That way we don't have to worry about bringing Jinbei. And then we actually have Ace and Yamato plus Koala to get around the bind as well as the special reverse. So that is actually pretty hunky-dory. Once you hit the final stage, you actually just get Ace's cooldowns in time. So make sure you bring a ship that can actually give you the cooldowns there. Just be mindful of that. Ace Yamato are not only going to give you an attack boost, but they're also going to remove the barrier thanks to Whitey Bay. And then you can just get color affinity thank you to Koala. And then you don't really have to worry about the burn because you have so much carryover in terms of HP carryover. Once the chopper dies, he actually gives you 15 turns of bind on your captain. So be very mindful of that. And that's why they kind of want you to use Luffy here. So then you don't have to worry about that. However, we have 10 turns of removal. We have the Otoko support there. Then we can just use Robin. Robin's going to give us an attack boost for the rest of our squad as well. And when Chopper turns into a int unit, we can actually get around this very, very nicely with our our Sai units. Remember that Robin's not getting boosted under Yamato and Ace. So Robin is doing less damage, and obviously so is Zoro. But the Luffy's going to be hitting very, very hard. The back end of a chain, you will be fine. You've also got the orb boosting effect from Shinobu as well there. So that should work out. Pretty hunky-dory. It will probably struggle in the later stages. I do imagine it will. But that's probably where you have to change the team up to maybe something like Neko and Inu, or utilizing the Jinbei on the team. So that way you can get the conditional boost and all those like fun shenanigans that way. Alright, let's go. Let's get a move on here. Oh, beautiful. We got the perfect number to hit my girl, Nami. Next mini-boss fight is against Nami. Now, Nami is the easiest of the mini-bosses. And for me, I'm actually utilizing double Izo Kiku. Because you actually get paralysis on this particular fight, Izo Kiku are great because they can just remove that. Plus, if you bring slashers and shooters, you can actually get around it. But Karina, she's the big one for this particular fight. Karina's the one that's actually going to basically remove everything that you need to for the final stage. I do have Brook here. Brook's basically just going to kill stage 1. Works out very, very nicely there. And then we can actually use Izo and Kiku on turn 2 to actually board wipe stage 2 and give us 3 turns of a chain lock, which is great because we can bring that into the final stage. And it acts as a board wipe. Plus, we actually get 1 orbs on our captains, which is really, really cool. However, we are going to like rotate block orbs thanks to Karina anyway. Karina actually removes the slot bind with her sailor ability, or her limit break. You can rotate the block orbs with her special, and then you can actually switch with Cat Wanda to remove the slot bind. However, I do have the Cat Dog support on Cat Wanda, so I probably wouldn't recommend switching with them. That way you can actually get the, effect of, you can get the extra attack boost. When Nami dies, she does damage, but thanks to Karina, you can get around that. It's pretty self-explanatory, this fight. You shouldn't have too many issues with the attack boost of Dogstorm, the orb boost of Cat Wanda, and the chain lock thanks to Izo and Kiku. Plus, you have 1 orbs there too, which is insane. You get 1 orbs on Karina as well, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. So, that's the Nami fight. I don't imagine that team will struggle. If you guys have any ideas to make these teams faster, obviously, as always, please let me know in the comment section below. I do love taking ideas on board. I do love listening to you guys. I know I'm not the greatest player out there, especially when it comes to Treasure Map. So, if you guys have any ideas to make these teams faster, please let me know in the comment section below, or chat. If you guys are watching this right now, live, and you guys think that you can think of something that'll do it a bit quicker, please let me know, because I'd love to make these teams faster. That's the whole point. We want to move with speed, and we want to get to this final fight against Luffy as quick as possible. So, let's take on Brook. Against Brook, we are using the Neko Inu combination. You can bring a friend captain, Inu, if you want to. and then you can, like, put a point booster on your team. But it's just so much faster to just, like, find the same captain. And the idea of this particular team is we are using the super class, or the super type, sorry, of Neko to board wipe. And because I actually pulled Hiyori, we just keep these 1 orbs for the entire fight. However, if you guys don't have Hiyori, then you can easily just use Shirahoshi. Shirahoshi's a great option for this. You'll just start with a full board of rainbow orbs, and that way you can actually just keep the rainbow orbs, which is really, really fun. However, once you get to the final stage, you basically, like, have your specials ready to go. You've just board wiped everything, and you're pretty much hunky-dory. Cat Viper's going to roll your specials forward as well, so that way you can get your, what's it called? Your, Wiping and Roger to remove the Despair. As you can see, you've got color affinity here. You've also got an orb boost with Cat Viper as well. And then you literally just don't have to worry about the threshold. So that's always fun. We do love that, which is really, really good. Just to sort of like blast our way through the threshold. Super types are just going to board wide for us. And it works out pretty nice, the Neko Inu combination. Let me know if you're using Neko Inu here, or if you are using Neko and Inu event against Chopper. Both of those stages are going to be very, very good for the Cat Dog combination. And Cat Dog, once again, they stay winning. They're an amazing combination for stuff like Treasure Map, for speed farming. Very, very good legends. Final mini-boss is against Robin. Now, against Robin, I'm actually utilizing double Kid. However, I did see a really, really cool team. Shout out to my boy, Venge, with double Hody getting a lot of HP. So, I actually would love to see that team in action, Venge. So, if you could, I'd love to see you stream it over the next couple of days or whatever if you are watching this particular video. On turn 1 and 2 with this particular team, we are basically just using Kid to super class his way through the mob stages. Now with Kid, he gives so many cooldowns that we can actually get Blackbeard ready to go by the final stage, even though the types for this particular team don't get boosted. Brook is so good for this fight, so I just included him on the team. It makes it a little bit faster too, because Brook can actually rotate the block orbs. He's also going to remove the attack down. And then with Blackbeard, you can give yourself a chain boundary effect. And because your captain's driven, it's actually the higher variation, which is really, really nice. So Brook can basically give you full board orbs. With Blackbeard, you remove all those nasty debuffs. And with the support of Halloween Lore, you can actually get an orb buff as well. And it just saves you having to use another special, which is really, really handy. So as you guys will see there, it works fairly nicely. Obviously, we are going to have to pop a Kid special a little bit later down the track. That way we can just get some more damage. But at the moment, we're just one-tapping 2 specials. You love to see it. On to the big dog Luffy fight now. Now, this fight is going to be a little bit challenging for some because of stuff like your special bind. And you're probably going to have to include something like the Robin unless you have ulti. However, I have weaseled my way on with 2 particular supports, being the Mihawk support and the Brûlé support. So this is the team. We are utilizing a friend Zoro. So let me just quickly fix that. But it is very, very similar to my actual, well, it's exactly the same as my versus SANJI team. So I'm going to have to be very, very careful when I am selecting teams, because those 2 supports are crucial. The idea of this particular team is we don't use any specials on the final stage. Like, that is the idea. So on turn 1, we get all of our cooldowns. However, we don't really care. We get paralyzed. We're going to get rid of that. We are going to pop Uta here, and Uta's going to get her super class. And we are basically just going to kill here. Now remember, Uta and Chopper are the only ones that are getting a buff here. Because it's a Cerebral and a Striker buff, only Uta and Chopper, they're the only 2 units that are getting buffs. So just be very, very careful if you are utilizing this particular team, because it's going to be a little bit challenging to actually get some damage output for the final stage. So we're going to activate the Zoro special on stage 2. We're going to use Uta's super class on on turn 2 as well. We're going to utilize Chopper here, and then basically we can just pop everyone else, right? Because we're relying on carryover effects, we're basically just going to pop literally everything. You're probably not going to need everything. However, that's actually kind of good with the locking of the orbs. But we're not going to actually get Chopper's carryover effect for his color affinity now. If you attack with the block orbs, you should actually get the carryover, but really all you need is Jinbei special there. Now, we get 5 turns of special bind. I don't have any way of getting around the special bind. I am literally just relying on the Uta and the chain lock to get around it. And to get around the resilience, I actually have the support of Mihawk. So, the thing is, there is a barrier, and there's also burn, But I'm hoping with the heal from Chopper, we are going to be in, like, good stead here. So let's give it a try. Oh. So Frankie, apparently Frankie has Barrier Pen. So Frankie has Barrier Pen, apparently. So that's actually going to help us out. But unfortunately, Frankie is not a Cerebral. And he's actually not a Striker. So we might actually pop the Frankie and the Jinbei special there to get the carryover effects of the attack and the orb boost for int characters, and not the Cerebral and the Strikers. So there you guys go. That's my playthrough. A little bit scuffed, to be honest, but I am looking forward to grinding this treasure map. Let me know how hard you guys are going in the comment section below. While you're down there, don't forget to belt the like button for me. If you are new to the channel, if you haven't done so already, hit that big red subscribe button. If you want to be a part of the streams, head over to Twitch, hit me with a follow over there. But most importantly, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, I thank you for watching. I'll catch you all in the next one. Later!